Hi, this is David Brodsky with English Tutor Toronto. Today's video is going to be about it's going to be about it's going to be about kids 5 to 14. It's going to be about internet reliance for research, and it's going to be about reading comprehension. So the common problem that we start off with is that my kids' reading comprehension is not my kids, but your kids. You as the student, you as the teacher, you as the parent, your child's reading comprehension skills are not great, right? They're reading something, the reading comprehension isn't great. They're reading something and getting confused when they're reading, you know, and because they get confused, then they give up, and that's it, right? So how do you combat against that? I'm going to talk today about using Google to combat against this reading comprehension issue, and maybe recommend an exercise that can help you help your child improve their reading comprehension skills. Okay, so this kind of ties into a previous reading comprehension video for children that I said was about reading comprehension for reading comprehension is all about, or not all about, is about partly enjoying what you're reading, taking full appreciation of the text. Not okay, forget full appreciation. Yeah, just taking the most out of the reading. Forget the words for appreciation. Just enjoying what you're reading. Okay, if the child is enjoying what they're reading without any extra questions and whatever, great, no problem. If they're not enjoying what they're reading, then something has to be done about that. And what one thing that helps kids and helps people in general enjoy what they're reading, one thing that helps us enjoy what we're reading is one thing that helps us enjoy what we're reading is understanding, right? And that's what Google is here for. So we're going to use the Spider-Man comic I used for the other video in order to illustrate this idea. Here's a panel. My spider half seems to be having the time of his life, sitting at courtside basketball games, hobnobbing with celebrities. Now, well, ladies, I guess these days I'm just feeling a lot more free from da da da. So let's say that. So, okay, so your student is reading. Your kid is reading. They hit a moment. They've read the page. You've asked them to read the page. Now ask them. Start from this question, and this helps build reading comprehension. Is there anything that you didn't understand that you'd like to understand? Not just anything that you didn't understand in general. There's lots of things that we don't understand, but there are things that we also want to understand. The second part is important. Let's say that they say that they don't get the word hobnobbing. Okay, so you get into Google and you type in hobnobbing. Now, where I start with this is I type in hobnobbing and define. This is where I start. I start with the key term that's not understood plus definition. Now, that doesn't always mean doing a single word. Sometimes hobnobbing with celebrities. You can do that and then type in define. The problem is that, generally speaking, unless the phrase is a very common one and goes together naturally in English, you're going to have problems when you go for phrase. So I'd start with individual words. Hobnobbing, from the word hobnob. Now, what's nice about Google is it gives you an audio version.
Hobnob.
So that you know the pronunciation of it. Then it gives you a definition, then it gives you an example, and then it gives you a bunch of synonyms. Now, synonyms are words that you can replace with the word hobnob, and you'd have the same meaning of it. So to hobnob is to mix socially, especially those with higher social status. You can associate with celebrities, mix, fraternize, socialize, go around with, or keep company with celebrities. These are all terms that you can use to replace hobnob. So, Google Define is a great place to start with the with the comprehension. Now, if you want to know, let's say you read this and you're like, you get it, but not really. There's another section called People Also Ask, which tells you these are the most common things, these are the most likely things that have to do with your search string. So you can see, what does hobnobbing mean, and there's a dictionary link. Why is it called hobnob? What does schmooze mean? These are related things. All of these are related. If you start going into them, that's where you're going to likely find what you were looking for with your search string. Okay? I encourage you to to ask your kids to use the internet in this way, because it will help them with pronunciation, it will help them with meaning, it will help them understand your it will help them understand the synonyms and how to use these words in a sentence. The homework idea here, you want your kids to please read pages 1 through 10, if they consent to it, and then if there's anything you didn't understand, write it down, make a list. That's it. You do this, they challenge themselves to do it, or actually, if there's anything you didn't understand, if there's anything you don't understand, not make a list, if there's anything you don't understand, Google it. Okay? Now, Google it with the keyword, basically Google it with this idea in mind, what I just showed. But also, anything you don't understand, write it down as a question. And this kind of thing that you don't understand, such want to understand, write it down as a question. And this is great for teachers, specifically anyone who's teaching kids, parents, tutors, whatever. This kind of gives you a way in to the next tutorial, to the next lesson with your child. You couldn't find this information. How can we use the internet to find it? And then you try to find it, and then you show them how you found it. Anyways, this is David Brodsky, English Tutor Toronto. I hope this has been a helpful tutorial. I hope this has been a helpful YouTube video explaining, um, this very specific part of the internet. Have a good day.